In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the foods I buy on a regular basis. These are the foods that have kept me on track when I started the plant-based diet and to continue eating a plant-based lifestyle. Okay, so I just went to the grocery store. There's some things that I already have, but these are the things that I buy pretty much on repeat weekly, sometimes twice a week, but I kind of make it work, for just a weekly basis. But these are foods that I eat doing the starch solution 50-50, so it's 50 veg and then 50% starches, or 50%, salads, however you want to do the 50-50 plate. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I just kind of make my own concoction, as long as it's plant-based. So we're gonna start off really quick here with vegetables. Now these vegetables are what I eat daily or at least every other day. So I have my broccoli, it's already opened. I ate some yesterday and it's already in the freezer. But I also bought some zucchini here and yellow squash. And I can, get some together, mix it up, or just eat them individually. Always go with my favorites, which is broccoli, zucchini and squash, and also cauliflower. And I tend to buy frozen rather than fresh just because they do go bad pretty quickly if you're, not eating them. And I don't know, I like frozen. I like to just cut the bag open, put it in my microwave steamer and not worry that they're gonna go bad and just have them when I want. And another thing I buy is frozen spinach. Now, this frozen spinach, I do mix in when I make smoothies. Usually I have my smoothies as my first meal if I do not have oatmeal. So I mix in a handful of the spinach in my smoothie. And again, getting those greens in there. Okay, and then as far as beans, lentils, things like that, I bought red lentils. Haven't eaten them before, haven't made them before, so this will be my first time, and I will keep you posted on these. And they are organic red lentils, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and beans. I do love, I can't even express it, pinto beans. I do make them in my, if you can see it up here, it's not an Instant Pot, but it makes my oatmeal. Why can't I? Oh, it's a rice cooker. Gosh, when you turn 50, things start to get a little fuzzy. Anyway, so I make my beans in the rice cooker and I add, whatever seasonings I want. And oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, they are delicious. These beans are the only beans I've really made in, a cooker or anything like that. Like I, said, this will be my first time. But I've made these on repeat and my husband loves them. And I do soak usually half the bag or however much you're gonna make the night before in a, container. And I just put enough water to cover the top of the beans, so the next morning the water is totally absorbed, and it helps with all the gases and makes it just much better and tolerable on your stomach. And I did buy some northern beans. Now these I have not tried. This I will give it a try as soon as I'm done with eating my pinto beans that have already been made in the fridge. So I'll give those a try. And these are also really good, are shelled edamame. These are so good, easy to make. You can just throw it with other veggies in my steamer. And the steamer, I've talked about it before. I've also, oh, it's dirty. It's a steamer. I'll link it down below and I'll put a picture here. I use that thing twice a day. I normally don't. Sometimes I do have veggies for breakfast. So I'll use it for lunch and dinner. So I use it all the time. Okay, and also black beans. I like to make, I guess, a bean salad with garbanzo beans, which I do have here also, black beans, just a mixture of your favorite beans. And I also add corn. I add whatever spices and flavorings I want and mix maybe some pico in there with lime. So delicious. And it makes enough for, gosh, probably the week, because I usually eat about a cup. So yeah, it lasts quite a bit. But you know, and again, these are always on repeat on my grocery list. So again, beans, I love beans. And another favorite of mine is sweet potatoes. And I buy this package, or you can just pick them individually. And as a matter of fact, I have 2 going in my oven right now. I want one for dinner. I was making fries before and things like that, but it just doesn't hold enough water. When you air fry them, it dries them out. So again, this is all about filling up your stomach with volume foods, and anything that has a lot of water in it will fill you up. So I just bake them in the oven, 400 degrees for about 50-55 minutes, depending on the size. But yeah, so I've got 2 going, and again, weekly basis. And rice. So it seems like it's dark. Hold on just a second. Yeah, that's much better. Sorry about that, guys, if my face was really dark. And rice. I was making lots of white rice. I love rice, and I'm not discounting it by any means. It's just I want to get more nutrients in my body, and brown rice, just because it's whole grain and, you know, a healthier version. I started making brown rice. I would make it in my rice cooker. I did not like the consistency of it, so I decided to not make brown rice in there and buy the frozen. And if you can see here, I mean, and it comes out, the texture is perfect, and this bag will last me probably 3 days or so, because again, you know, I do just get a bit of it, maybe half a cup, 3/4, depending on how I'm setting up my plate. So this, you know, will last me. So usually I buy a couple of those a week. Okay, so oatmeal. I have oatmeal, I wanna say probably 3 to 4 days out of the week. The other days are my smoothie. Majority of the time I do have oatmeal though. And at the very beginning of this journey, I ate oatmeal 7 days a week. And I love it. I don't get tired of it, but I'm just putting in some variety. Okay, so in my oatmeal, sometimes I go tropical, sometimes I just do blueberries and strawberries, but my favorite is mango. I love mixing up mango and bananas. Sometimes I do buy pineapple, but the pineapple I was getting that was frozen, it wasn't good. They were, so the darker and richer yellow obviously is sweeter. And the last several times I would buy frozen pineapple, it didn't have good flavor. So I just haven't purchased it again. I buy about 2 bags of this a week. And I'll eat about half a cup to a cup, depending, you know, if I want fruit or if I haven't had fruit that day, in a small bowl, and that'll be, you know, a snack for me. And strawberries as well. I bought a huge bag, so I just kind of divide it up just so it's easier for me to open and close. But strawberries, and again, eating strawberries as a snack also, they don't have as much sugar, you know, like say the mango or bananas. So I also eat these in my oatmeal, mix it up with blueberries. And again, you just can't go wrong with oatmeal. It is so delicious. Now, coffee, I still do have my coffee first thing before anything that I eat, but I've gone down to 1 cup, or I should say 1 K-cup. And I do add in this almond and coconut creamer in French vanilla. And it is, you know, vegan friendly, non-dairy. Even for the holidays, they'll come up with more for like the fall, but pumpkin, they'll have a sugar cookie, they'll have peppermint. I mean, they are delicious. And then for my oatmeal, when I do cook my oatmeal in my cooker, I just make it with water. But when I make my, you know, and I do batching. So daily when I do make my oatmeal, I do add in, just to give it a creamier consistency and a little bit more flavor, I add in a non-dairy plant-based milk. And I was adding almond, just almond, and then I tried soy. I wasn't really a fan of the soy. I mean, it tasted okay, but I don't know, there was just something about it. But I bought this non-dairy coconut milk. Oh my gosh, if you are a coconut lover, I love coconut. So good, especially in your oatmeal. I haven't tried it yet for my smoothie, but again, I will keep you posted when I do make my smoothie with this. So delicious. And again, different varieties of plant-based milks you can use. Again, smoothies, wherever you want to use a milk, you can you know, choose your type of plant-based milk that you want to use. But this is what I bought yesterday, you know, for, you know, the next 5 days or so. And these are the types of foods that I eat. And when I started this journey, helped me through the process to transition from, you know, I was eating a keto lifestyle to this, and tons of flavor. And that's what it's all about. Long-term and sustainable and healthy for you. So you want to find foods that you already like, obviously that aren't animal-based, and keep them going. You know, mix them up. You can try different recipes, and there are so many on Pinterest. But I keep it simple. I don't have time for, and making all these recipes, I don't. Every now and then I might, you know, make one. One time I made a chia seed pudding. I mean, but that's not a lot of steps, but still, I don't have time. I'll just mix in some beans and corn and whatever, but whatever I've done so far has helped me so far in this journey. So I just wanted to share this with you. And if there are favorite foods that you have or ideas or easy recipes, list them down in the comments. That way, you know, we can all see and share. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified. Save this video for yourself if you want some ideas, and share the video. Share it to somebody who's starting a plant-based diet. They don't know what to buy. Share the video. All right, until next time.